right, it's been a while. 2 returning champions of the channel that have been gone for a while.
Yeah.
I've been gone for a while. I've been learning the ways of the wolf, getting grayer, and Jake, what have you been doing this summer?
I had to take a hiatus, particularly from this YouTube channel, because I had the luxury of doing the Sylvaneth new book release game, and I got absolutely throttled, and I know everyone loved it who watches these games.
Yeah,
so
sure.
thank you for your support.
Yeah.
And I'm back now with a crappier list.
Good. No, summer has been busy, and I'm happy to be back on the channel, and we're kind of having a samey battle here.
Whole lot of cornflakes.
Yeah, Khorne will be happy. There's going to be a lot of blood flowing. Jake, you're bringing Slaves to Darkness.
Slaves to Darkness.
Khorne
Who
theme.
plays that army anymore, anyways?
Nobody. That's a joke of an army.
But then again, who plays Blades of Khorne anymore?
Yeah. No, Blades of Khorne is good now. You've missed out. You've been gone most of the summer. Blades of Khorne.
I've been hiding from the internet.
Yeah, it got good while we were gone. Yeah, do you want to walk us through your sweet Slaves to Darkness list?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys. So we're back with Slaves to Darkness list. We're running in despoilers because I'm nostalgic to 2.0 like that. We are Khorne-Marked Slaves to Darkness. We have a double Warlord battalion, and we have Expert Conquerors and Bounty Hunters, so we don't care about drops today. We have a Khorne Demon Prince General, so he'll pick up an 18-inch aura of reroll 1s to hit and +1 to wound for my Slaves to Darkness units that are in range of him. And then he also picks up a 5-up ward in this sub-faction, being the General. In addition, he can also make a terrain feature Pitch Black in my movement phase, but it's not going to be relevant this game because Justin has next to no shooting. And then circling through the rest of our heroes, we got a Chaos Lord on Karkadrak. Everything is going to be Mark of Khorne in this list, even our allies, obviously. And then we have a Dark Oath Chieftain, maybe make some Marauders or Untamed Beasts or himself fight on death. And then we have 3 allied heroes from Blades of Khorne. We got a Blood Secrator to stack some attacks up. Then we have an Aspiring Deathbringer to potentially stack another attack up in the combat phase. And then we have a Bloodstoker to spank something and make it go a little faster. And then going into our units, we have a unit of 20 Marauders with hand weapons and Darkwood shields. They are in Expert Conquerors along with my 2 units of Untamed Beasts. And then for Bounty Hunters, we have 3 identical units of Khorne-Marked Lance Chaos Knights. And then in addition, to round the list off, we have 2 units of Iron Golems and all Khorne-Marked, and then 2 units of Furies.
Alright, so I am bringing Khorne tonight. I played Khorne a little bit in the past, but it was usually Archaon-focused Khorne, so now I'm going all in on Reapers of Vengeance. I have a Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. He's going to be my general. He's going to have a pointless command trait, which is Mage Eater, and an even more pointless... No, he's got the crown that will let me use a free command point every battle round. Then I have 2 Bloodthirsters of Insensate Rage. One has a pointless artifact, that Skullshard Mantle, which would have helped against wizards. And then I have Scar Bloodwrath, Blood Secrator, and I have Priest who knows Blood Sacrifice. I was kind of planning with this army to farm out Blood Tithe between Blood Sacrifice, running Scar Bloodwraith into things, and hitting up Riptooth so I can get some points. Then I have Riptooth and Maglor's Fiends, 2 units of Bloodletters that are Bounty Hunters, 2 units of Wrathmongers, 1 of which is Bounty Hunters. I then have 1 unit of Blood Reavers as Expert Conquerors and 1 unit of Doggies as Expert Conquerors. 2,000 points on the nose, so I won't be getting a Triumph. Overall, I think Khorne got really good with the Blood Tithe staying around. It's just really nice if you farm them that you can use so much movement and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to let the blood flow this turn and howl a little bit at Jake. So, you ready to have some fun?
Yeah, buddy.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, tonight we are playing Head-On Collision. It is boxes on basically opposite corners, and then 3 objectives, 1 in Jake's territory, 1 directly in the middle, and then 1 in mine. None of the objectives can be controlled in the first battle round, and then once battle tactics, or they can be scored, it's 1 for the 1 in your own territory, 2 for the 1 in the middle, and then 4 for the 1 that's in your opponent's territory. And if you have a Galatian veteran, when you gain control, you score an extra victory point. So yeah, it's a real layered deployment for me as far as trying to maintain bubbles, having a couple screens in front of my bounty hunters and my bloodthirsters. It's just a lot of units, a lot of levels, and I think there's gonna be a lot of blood. How about you, Jake?
Yeah, we're like an ogre over here. We got a lot of layers, as Shrek once said. Yeah, we layered up just similar-ish to Justin, a little bit different manner because we have a couple opportunities for pre-game moves, which might make Justin's decision more interesting for whom he wants to give priority to at top of one. So my first command trait on the Demon Prince is that I can pre-game move D3 Despoilers units 5 inches. 2 units? And then another pregame thing I have to do is I have to select a target for my Doombringer Blade artifact. So my Slaves to Darkness, the spoiler units get full rerolls of hits and wounds against it. And I'm going to pick the Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage on your right-hand flank. What's your right hand? And then I also have an opportunity to pregame move with my Untamed Beasts for 6 inches. We're going to keep the Untamed Beasts where we're at right now, so we're not going to pregame move with them.
Sounds good.
And that's all of my pregame stuff.
Alright, yeah, you can have the first turn. I never take first turn, so go ahead.
Okay, sounds good.
Good luck, G.
Good luck. And I'm going to go ahead and pop one of my Warlord Magnificent command points to use this turn, so we'll jump up to 3.
The Proving Ground will be your objective.
Okay, I mean, really, the only one I can do is against the odds for my battle tactic, and my Iron Golems sitting on my home objective will be contesting this objective at the end of my turn. And then for my heroic action, I will go for a command point with my Khorne Demon Prince. Where we do this here. We don't get it on a 3.
Scar is going to try to get a command point for me. He will not on a 3.
Okay. Still start of the hero phase actions. I'm going to go ahead and spend one of my command points for Blood Slick Ground on the Khorne Demon Prince. Nothing to Despoilers heal. No spells to cast. So I believe we'll go into movement. Start of movement phase, my Bloodstoker is going to spank this front unit of knights to give
That
them...
to be holy with an 8.
Yes.
Okay.
So +3 to run and charge rolls and reroll wounds.
Sure.
Slaves to Darkness, turn 1 movement phase. Moved up. We know we can't score objectives this turn. We're just trying to put a little bit of pressure, not necessarily a pinning action, but maybe a little pinning action with the Furies and the Knights that might go in with a charge from the buff from the Bloodstoker. Just kind of spreading out because we were so boxed up in our deployment, and we know with the boom for thirsters, as they're referred to, they can splash some pretty heavy mortals, which I don't want to be completely every single unit within 8 inches of that bubble. So but unfortunately Slaves to Darkness kind of have to work in a bubble to receive their buffs, so we'll see what happens. Probably give Justin a blood tie this turn if the Knights end up making their charge. We'll see what happens. No shooting. So we'll go into charges. I'll do the one with the Knights first.
So you need a 5, basically.
Yeah, they'll be on a +4.
Sure.
We get an 8, so they're going 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna unleash hell into the unit of Knights with my Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury.
Okay.
He's gonna have 4 attacks. These are gonna be 4-ups, re-rolling 1s. It's not good. Just 1 at -1.
Okay. 5 up for the Knights. Takes how much?
Sure, it's 1.
Okay. Alright, the only other charge I'm going to do is the Furies, I believe. 10.
I'll do my monstrous actions. I am going to try to stomp the Furies.
Okay.
2 up. D3. For 1.
Okay, so 1 will take a wound.
At the start of combat, I am going to use the free once a battle round to use the Unfettered Furies Pile in 6, which is Rejoice in the Slaughter. And I'm going to also spend 1 more command point to put the double pile in on the Bloodthirsters. Or I'm sorry, the Bloodletters that are in front of this room.
Okay.
You're going to retreat first?
Yeah. Retreat with the Furies first.
So I'm fighting first with the Blood Reavers. The Blood Reavers are going to be +1 attack from the Wrathmongers. They're going to be +1 attack from the Blood Secretor, and they're also going to get another attack from being within a totem. They still hit like wet paper bags, but at least they have a lot of attacks to do it. So they're each going to have 4 attacks. So it's going to be a full 40 attacks. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s to hit. I'll split these into 2. Alright. 4s, rerolling 1. 11. Plus 14, 16, 19, 21, 21 4. 15 at Nora.
Okay. Well then, so 4 ups for me. Okay, so you'll kill the Wounded Knight. Kill successes. And you will kill 2 full Knights after that, so you'll kill 3.
Sounds good.
I will activate with my 2 Knights then. There'll be +1 attack from the Secretor.
Yep.
And then there'll be re-rolling wounds because they were whipped by the Stoker.
Yep.
And then I just measured it, there'll be re-rolling 1s and +1 to wound from Khorne Demon Prince.
Sure.
And then we're Bounty Hunters.
Yes.
6 attacks because the Doom Knight had to go. So we'll be on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Not great.
And 2s, rerolling. 3 at -2.
Just tell me how many you're dead.
It's 3 damage a pop, so 9 total. The ponies, 4s, rerolling 1s. And 3s, rerolling. 4 at no rend.
4 6-ups. He did.
Those are 2 damage apiece because Bounty Hunters.
Oh, Blood Tide.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna pile in with the Bloodlunge. These Bloodhunters are not gonna get the buff from the Wrathmongers, but they will get the +1 attack from the Sick Raider. So they'll each have 2 attacks. So my leader's right there. It's going to be 19 into here and 2 into the Furies. We'll start with the 2 into the Furies. 4s, rerolling 1s. 6s will do a mortal wound.
Okay.
1 mortal wound.
Sounds good.
And then a 3 wound. 1 wound at -1.
Okay, so cut straight through.
Just 1 damage.
And then the mortal, so 2.
Yep. Okay. And then we're gonna have 19 going in to the Knights. 4s to hit, 3 rolling 1s. Lots of 1s, so that's good. Not great, Bob. And then these will wound on 3s. So it's going to be 5 at 1 run.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Mortal Wound Shrug from the Hellblade is a 5-up. And it goes through. And then 5 saves from the normal damage. 5-ups as well. So you will kill 1 knight plus a wound.
Okay. And then because I spent the command ability, I will get another pile. So this time, I still think I'll only get 1. Only get 1 into the Furies. I was hoping to kill all the Knights so I could have a more free pile into the Furies, but that didn't happen. And then the other 19 attacks going into the Knight. The 2 into the Fury. Both hit. 1 wound at -1.
No save for the Furies.
And then 19 going into the Knight. It's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds. I'm going to reroll these ones.
Okay.
6 mortal wounds. If you want to just roll those.
Yeah. So 6 mortal wounds into the Knight. 5-up. He's only got 2 wounds left. He goes down.
So I'll get another
Blood
blood
Tide.
tide for that. So it'll be at 2 blood tide.
I will get an activation with those
Oh, yeah,
Furies
yeah.
now because you brought them in, and we'll fight you a little bit. Two attacks apiece, so 8 total. This will be 4s and 3s. I essentially get no buffs for my army. 3 hits. 1 at -1.
This will be a 6. Nope.
1 damage.
1 will die. Battle shock. I'm going to lose this guy to a coherency check.
Furies are bravery 10, so a check has not been forced on my guys.
And my guys are bravery 10 as well.
So we will score 2 points this turn for getting our battle tactic, and we will to Justin.
I'm gonna choose, for simplicity's sake, against the odds, I'm gonna pick my own objective and this unit of Magor's Fiends. And then for my heroic action, I will attempt to get a command point from my Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. Okay. No.
I will attempt to get a command point from my Khorne Demon Prince General as well. We do on a 4.
And we will go into my praying. I'm gonna attempt Blood Sacrifice on Riptooth. This is gonna go off on a 4. I do get a reroll from the Skull Ult or whatever. I got it on a 4. I'm gonna do the wounds to Riptooth. He'll take D3 for 2. So that went off as planned. Riptooth will die. I'll get a blood type from that plus the Blood Sacrifice. So I'll go up to 4. All right, into movement. I moved up. I didn't want to get too aggressive. Blood Slick is up, so it's going to really hamper my charges. I couldn't really get into a 6-inch pile situation. Try to be relatively defensive. With my Unfettered Fury is kind of out in the middle, but so be it right now. So the goal is to kind of get on the middle objective. Possibly play for the double, but not be in a horrible place if I get doubled in return. I also had to be a little bit protective of my back objective because of because of Jake's Furies. Into shooting the Unfettered Fury into your Marauders. These are going to hit on 3s and wound on 3s. I will be re-rolling 1. 3 hits. Wound. All wound at -1.
Okay, so we have Darkwood Shields on these guys. +1 to their saving throws, so they'll stay on their 6-up save.
Okay.
3 will die. Or what's the damage?
It's D3 each. Okay. So it'll be 4. I'm going to attempt to charge with Insensate Fury. He'll need a 3.
Is he in 18 of
No,
Demon Prince?
I don't believe so. He'll do his monstrous rampage. This is going to be a stomp. Nope. Stomp will not go off. At the start of combat, I will spend a command point to let him pile in twice. So he'll have +2 attacks here. He'll be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, and he'll have 5, 6, 7 attacks. 4s. And then here, 6s do 4 mortal wounds, right? 5 at -2.
Okay, go straight through.
D6 damage each.
That's the unit.
So I'm going to complete my battle tactic. I'll get another blood type point to go to 5. I played this turn fairly conservatively. I didn't want to push all up with Blood Slick. I wasn't convinced I could make a bunch of charges, and even with the Pylon 6, with the Marauders fighting on death, I thought I might be setting stuff up for a suicide mission. Jake will have to, if he chooses to choose a more prime target the next turn, he's kind of got to avoid the objective, which I like. So I'm set up for a double if that happens, and I feel like I have some game if Jake gets the turn here. I'm going to get my 2 points.
Yep, sounds good.
Want to roll for priority?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, clutch.
Big old 6. Okay, yeah. Top of turn 2, Slaves to Darkness win the priority roll, and they will keep the priority going into 2.
Sounds good.
Feels appropriate to use my second Warlord, Magnificent, to pop up to 3.
I'm going to do my objective as Proving Grounds.
Okay. I'm going to pick an eye for my battle tactic this turn. And then for my heroic action, I will try and get a command point with my Demon Prince again.
Yep.
We don't get that on the 1.
I am going to try to get a command point from Scar. I will. And also, at the start of your hero phase, I'm going to spend 3 blood tide to move.
Yep.
So I'll go down to 2.
Okay, well, we'll definitely spend one of our command points, still start of hero phase, to keep Blood Slick round up. The spoilers heal, Demon Prince is still good, we have no spells to cast. Okay, that's it for my hero phase then. We'll go into movement. My Bloodstoker is going to spank my Chaos Lord on Karkadrak for reroll wounds and +3 to run charge.
Sure.
And then we'll go into movement.
Yep, I'm going to redeploy with this free point.
Okay.
I'm redeploying Scar. He's getting away.
Still trying to keep the battlefield wide, even though, the mission is called Head-On Collision, so I'm trying to keep Untamed Beasts and what Furies I have left on the flanks to try and draw Justin's eye away from the middle of the board. But then we have Bloodslick ground up again in a central position on my Khorne Demon Prince. We lined up a couple charges. Karkadrak will have a charge buff this turn. Marauders always charge well. So even the Knights, if the Marauders can get in pretty deep, will have a reasonable-ish charge going into the Fleshhounds if it happens. So just going to keep the fighting moving ahead and see where we come out this turn.
For sure.
So charge phase, we're going to start with the Karkadrak. He was spanked in my movement phase by the Bloodstoker, so he'll have +3 to his charge rolls. It's only a 5, so it goes to an 8. And then we'll go for a charge with Marauders. So Marauder charge, they get +1 because they have a musician in the unit, and then the lowest dice roll always becomes a 6. They're going 13 inches.
Sure. Unfettered Fury is going to unleash hell into the Khorne-Marked. These are going to be 4 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. 3 hits, 3 to wound, 2 wound at -1.
This is into the Khorne-Marked, so he goes from 3 up to a 4 up. 1 goes through.
D3 damage.
Okay.
For 1.
Sounds good. Alright, so Khorne-Marked has impact hits going into, his name is Scar, and a 2 up for D3 for 1 mortal wound.
I have a monstrous rampage. I'm going to roar him. Yep.
Okay.
I roared Khorne-Marked.
Start a combat phase, I'm going to spend a command point for a 12-inch bubble of cultist units fighting on death from my chieftain.
Okay, is he a cultist unit?
No.
Okay. I'm going to spend my free command point for the battle round from the Unfettered Fury to give the pile in 6, Rejoice and Slaughter, and then I'm also going to spend a command point to let my Insensate Rage pile twice.
Okay, sounds good. So I fight first with Khorne-Marked because of the Helm of Many Eyes. So I'm going to put all my attacks from the Khorne-Marked into the Bloodthirster.
Yep.
Okay. So with the Hex Battle Axe.
Oh, and I'm going to spend my last command point to all of the funds.
Okay. So with the Hex Battle Axe, we'll be on 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because we're Khorne.
Sure.
+1 attack from the Secretor.
Sure.
All of them hit.
Seems good.
And then 2s to wound rerolling because we were spanked, and Mark of Khorne. That'll be 6 at no rend.
This will be 6 3-ups. I made all but 1 damage.
2 damage.
Alright, it'll take 2.
Okay. Demon Bound Blade next. This will be 4's attacks. 4 attacks, 3s rerolling 1s.
I need 2.
Mortal wound in addition.
Sure. There we go.
And 2s rerolling.
Come on.
3 at -1.
This will be 3 4-ups. I made them all.
Okay. Horns and claws. So just the mortal wound from that guy.
He's at 3 taken.
Okay. Teeth and horns. This will be 4s rerolling 1s. And 2s rerolling. 3 at -1.
This will be 3 4-ups. I made 1 damage.
2 damage apiece.
He is at 7. And then you fight again. Or has he got another profile?
Battering tail.
Oh, okay.
3 attacks, 4s rerolling 1s. And 3s rerolling. 2 at no rend.
2 3-ups. I made both.
Good saves, good saves. Okay, then I shall pile in with my Marauders for my normal activation in sequence. So it'll be 8 Marauders going into the Bloodthirster, and then the other 8 going into the Fleshhounds.
Sounds good.
The chief of the unit has an extra attack going into the Fleshhounds, and then there'll be +1 attack from the Secretor, and rerolling 1s, and +1 to wound from Demon Prince, and then they're +1 to hit because there's still over 10 models in the unit. So the 8 into Bloodthirster will be 24 attacks. This will be 3s rerolling 1s. And then these will be 3s to wound because my +1 to wound from the Khorne Demon Prince. 12 at no rend into the Bloodthirster.
So I need to save 6 of these for him to survive. 12 3-ups. So I failed 1 2 3 4 5. He's gonna live.
Okay.
But he will be at 12.
And then the other 8 into the Flesh Hounds. So this is into the Flesh Hounds. This will be same thing, just plus 1 extra attack to 25 because the champion of the unit. So 3s rerolling 1s. And then 3s to wound. Into the Flesh Hounds. No rend.
Flesh Hounds have a 5-up save. There's only 10 wounds in that. So I only say 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be the unit. I'll get a blood test. He is gonna put all his attacks into the Marauders. He has 12 wounds. He's gonna put all his attacks into the Marauders.
Okay.
So he'll have 6 attacks. These are gonna be 3s and 4s. Rerolling 1s. Two at -2.
They go through.
D3 damage each. For 2.
Okay. We'll put all 6 of those attacks into the Bloodthirster. 3s rerolling 1s. And 3s to wound. Ooh, only 1 at no rend.
This will be a 3. He'll fail it. He'll be at 13.
Okay.
So he is going to put all his attacks in the Khorne-Marked. So this will be 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, 2s to wound.
Okay.
He'll hit 1s.
4 mortal, or is it on the wound?
It's
roll?
on the wound.
Oh.
2. It will do 4 mortals in addition to everything within 8 inches.
Okay. Khorne-Marked will have a 5-up ward to the 4 mortals.
Yep.
Passes 2, takes 2.
And then I think it's in addition, so you have a save at -2.
5-up. Goes through.
D6 for 4. We'll pile in again.
Okay. I have to do my fight sound.
Oh yeah.
All 4 of the homies are fighting your Bloodthirster in the middle.
Sure.
3 attacks per guy, so 3s rerolling 1s. And then 3s to wound because of Demon Prince. 6 at no rend into.
There's going to be 6 3-ups. He needs to make
all of them.
Nope. He's dead. Okay. I'll get another blood tie. I'll go to 4.
Sounds good.
I'll then do his second fight. This will be 5 again. These will be 4s, rerolling 1s. It'll be 3 and then 2s. Just 2 at -2.
5 up on the Khorne-Marked. 1 goes through.
D6.
Okay. Khorne-Marked is slain.
I'm then gonna pile in with Scar.
Sounds good.
Scar will get an attack for each model within 3. He'll get 10 attacks. Those will be 2s and 3s. 11 attacks, 2s and 3s. He's +1 because of the Bloodthirster.
So it'll be a total of 6 at -1.
And so Darkwood Shields cancels the Ren, so it'll be 6 6-ups. 5 will go through.
Oh, it's just 1 damage each.
So we'll have 3 into the Bloodletters and 2 into Scar.
Sure.
So Marauders fighting on death, only one of them on a model per model basis will be able to benefit from the +1 to hit buff for my unit size. So the rest will be, one guy will be hitting on 3s, and the rest of the guys that were slain by Scar will hit on 4s. So this is the first guy hitting on 3s into the Bloodletters. And 3s to wound. 3 at no rend into the Bloodletters.
These will be 5-ups.
I made 2, 1 more.
Okay, and then the other guy fighting into the Bloodletters will be 4s, rerolling 1s, and 3s. 2 at no rend into the Bloodletters.
2 5-ups. I made 1.
Okay. And then the other 3 into Scar will be 4s, rerolling 1s. And 3s. Ooh, 2 at no rend.
These will be 2 4-ups. And my Scar died. He's at 3.
I'm going to have 4 in. They're going to have +1 attack, so it'll be a total of 8 attacks plus my leaders, and so 9. Hitting on 4s and rerolling 1s and wounding on 3.
No mortals. Yikes. Just 1.
At -1?
Yeah.
6 up.
Woohoo! 2 damage because of bounty hunters.
So he'll pile in and fight dead this way, and then the guy in base contact will do the same. So 2 guys will fight into the Bloodletters. So 6 at 4s, rerolling 1s. 2 miss, and 3s. 4 at no rend.
4 5-ups. I will lose 3.
I think that's it. So I have 5 left. They're bravery 10. I can lose another one on a 6. Is there any?
-1 for my banner.
There's -1?
Yep.
Okay. So on a 5 or 6. Nope, that's fine.
Okay, and I will use my last CP to inspire the Marauders that are left. Okay, so that is the end of Slaves to Darkness. We turn 2. We got our battle tactic for Eye for an Eye. We killed the Bloodthirster that was in the middle of the board. I believe it was your general.
Yep.
Okay, and we also killed a unit of Flesh Hounds. I believe we will only score 1 this turn, because although my Marauders count is 3, I believe Justin bodied me by a couple this turn, so I will score
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yep, and I only have 9.
Yep.
So that's okay. Not a bad turn in regards to damage. I wish we could have pulled that objective out with all that work. Kind of had to do it, trying just to play a little bit more aggressively. We knew it was going to be a bloodbath. So we will score 2 points for battle tactic and 1 point for scoring an objective. In this particular mission, when you capture or control an objective with a Galatian veteran unit, you score an additional bonus point. I have done that with my golems on my home field one, so I will score a total of 4 points this turn.
So I will receive a Galatian Blation Veteran point for controlling the middle objective. So I'm going to get 1 during Jake's turn because I gain control of it this turn, and I have Blation Veterans within 6.
Sounds good.
Into my turn. So I'm going to actually spend my 4 remaining points right now to, I'm going to pile in and fight right away with my Bloodletters. The goal being, if I kill them, I'll know right away to eye for an eye. And
Sounds good.
go from there. I don't get a command point this turn, so I will have 0, but I will end up using my Warlord for another. They gain 1 each, so it's going to be a total of 11. These will be hitting on 4s and wounding on 3s. 6s will do a mortal wound. 1s are rerolled. One mortal. And then 2 at -1.
Okay. So Darkwood Shields just negates the Ren, so 6 up. 1 pass, 1 fails.
2 damage.
Oh no, because of bounty hunters.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'll go to 1 blood tide from killing that unit. Oh, well then I will just eye for an eye this turn.
Okay.
Because I got tricky there. I'm going to try to roll for an extra command point from my Bloodthirster of Incessant Rage that is on the right side of my territory.
And I will roll for a command point with my Khorne Demon Prince General, and we get that on a 6.
4 up, I'll blood sacrifice. No, I get a reroll. And the Maglor Fiends will take D3. D3. 4, 1.
Beautiful.
Blood tide, so I'm up to 2. Head into movement.
With that move, I'll spend my command point to redeploy.
Sure. Who are you redeploying?
Khorne Demon Prince. 2.
So with my movement, I got a little bit more aggressive with my Bloodthirsters. I'm probably going to only try to charge 1. I am trying to control the middle objective and set up for being in a good position for a double, while again not leaving myself completely flat-footed if Jake wins the next priority. So I'm definitely going to be re-rolling this charge if I don't hit the 6. So I really need a 6 here. Seems good, right? Yeah. So 9, we'll go 4.5.
Monstrous action.
Oh, monstrous action. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to roar the back guy.
Roar the back guy.
Roaring the back guy. And no. And then I am going to spend my last command point to double pile.
I'm going to spend a command point for him to pulse the fight on death aura, which will basically just affect him.
Okay. So I'm going to be +2 attacks here because I'm going to get 1 from the Wrathmongers and another from the Bloodsecrator. So the Insensate Rage is going to have 7 attacks. These are going to hit on the normal 4s, re-rolling 1s, and these are all going into the front guy. 4 hits.
Wounding on 2s. No 6s, but I did do 4 at -2.
So he's got a 5 up. Cut straight through.
That's going to be 46.
He real dead. Okay. So my Dark Oath Chieftain with the command ability that he spent will fight on death here.
Sounds good.
So he, with his Warlord Axe, he'll be +1 attack because of the Blood Secretor. So he'll be 2 attacks and he'll be 3s, re-rolling 1s. And 2s to wound because Khorne. 2 at no rend.
2 4s. Nimble.
Okay. So I'll get 1 more attack with my Warlord Axe. Wrathmongers are in range of my unit, so I will get a bonus attack for Justin's unit as well. So same thing, 3s re-rolling 1s and 2s. Another 1 at no rend.
This will be a 4. Oh, damage.
1 damage. And then with the Cursed Broadsword, this will be 5 attacks because Blood Secretor and Wrathmongers. This will be 4s re-rolling 1s. That sucks. And 2s to wound. 2 at -1.
2 5-ups. I didn't make either damage.
2 damage apiece.
Ooh, that's not good. That will degrade him a little bit, but it won't change anything. So it's 5. Yep. He will pile in again 3 inches. He'll just put all his attacks into your knights. Okay. So he'll have 7 attacks again. Same deal. 4s and 2s. Rerolling once to hit. Okay. 6 hits. And 2s. So 1 explosion.
Okay.
And then 5 at -2.
So 5, 6 ups into the knights. He'll go through.
So this will be 5d6.
Okay.
This will be 10, 12, 14, 17.
Alright, so you got the whole unit.
That will be a blood type for 3. And then 4 going on each of your other heroes. Yeah, I'm sorry, 3 only going to each of those.
Okay. And then Demon Prince.
Oh yeah.
5 up forward. All good.
Damn, nice one.
Trip 6. So Blood Secretor is activating with the Ensorcelled Axe. He'll have 5. This will be 3s and 3s. No rerolls. All hit. It'll be 5 at -1 to the Bloodthirster.
Are these 2 damage?
Yeah.
He made 2 damage.
Just 1 apiece.
He is at 8.
And then I will pile with my Scattering Deathbringer. And for good measure, I'm just going to pile him this way. Just, I don't know how close you ended up getting there, but Gorax will be 5 attacks because Blood Secretor and he's in range of your Wrathmongers. So this will be 3s and 4s. 4 hits. 2 at no rend.
2 4s. You made 1 this one. Damage.
1 damage. And then the Skullhammer will be 5 attacks. 4s. And 3s. 2 at no rend.
2 4s. Me.
Okay.
That's going to be the end of the turn. Control the center for 2. Control my own for another 1 for 3. I'll have completed my battle tactic for 5 this round. Plus I gained 1. And since I gained this 1 this round, and I get another, because this was Proving Ground, I gained it, so I'll get 6 total. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that turn. I'm always very afraid of Jake's Knights. And while the Insensate Rage took a lot on the backswing, he's still alive. So I like that, and I like my position on the center objective, and I like that if I get the double here, I start getting into Jake's objective. So.
Yep.
Target.
Yes, sir.
Come on, 6. 4.
Oops. 6.
Son of a gun.
Well, we're gonna have to keep it just for sake of staying on the table, I believe. Slaves to Darkness will take priority top of turn 3.
I am going to Proving Grounds the center objective.
We're gonna do Desecrate the Land on your faction terrain piece.
Sure.
We will go for a command point on my Khorne Demon Prince General. You get it on a 4.
I'm gonna Finest Hour the wounded Insensate Rage.
Sounds good. We're just gonna go ahead and spend it right away for Blood Slick.
Yep.
Khorne Demon Prince doesn't need to heal. I don't have any spells. I believe we'll go into start movement. My Bloodstoker is going to spank this unit of Iron Golems.
Sounds good.
Alright, Slaves to Darkness, movement phase, top of 3. Gonna try and score the center objective this turn. We got a couple charges we gotta make with some Untamed Beasts, some charge buffed Iron Golems, maybe a Demon Prince can help get in there. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I sent the Furies in the backhand corner to desecrate the land on the terrain piece, so at least I have a battle tactic this turn, if nothing less. Yeah, so it's just going to be a matter of charges here. I will attempt to charge with my General Demon Prince first.
Sure.
6. Honestly, gonna hopefully just hope for some damage and hope one of my Galley Vet units can get on here. We will try charge with the Untamed Beasts next.
Sure.
On a 5, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to spend my Triumph on that one.
Sure.
On an 8. Golem's gonna attempt to charge. They're buffed with the Bloodstoker, so they'll be +3 to their charge roll. So I need a 6 on the die to get into the middle.
The Iron Golems, you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. We get down to 9 to a 12. We will try a charge with our knights here.
Yep.
8 + 1, so 9. Those are all my charges, Justin, so you have your monstrous action.
I'm gonna stop your Iron Golems.
Okay.
Yep, D3. For 2.
Okay. I will put the wounds on the Ogre model, who has 3 wounds, so still around. So start of the combat.
I'm going to spend a command point from Scar, so I'll go down to 1. He is going to do the ability Murderous Paragon. You can use command ability at the start of your combat phase. If you do, pick one friendly Wrathbinder's unit wholly within 12. Until the end of the phase, if a model from that unit is slain before the model is removed from play, that model can make a pile-in move and then attack with all of its melee weapons.
Sounds good. Okay, so we have to go there with the Khorne Demon Prince first. Will be +1 attack from Bloodsecrator, and will also be another +1 attack from your Wrathmongers.
Sure.
So this he gets +1 to hit when he charges. So this will be 3s rerolling 1s, 6s are 2 mortal wounds and sequence ends into Wrathmongers. 2 mortal wounds and 2s to wound. 5 at -1 into Wrathmongers.
Wrathmongers have a 5-up save. I made 1 damage.
D3 per, so it was 5d3. You made 1?
Yep.
Okay. Or 4d3. So that'll be 3, 5, 7, 9.
9, and they are...
And then 2 mortals on top of that as well.
So it's a total of 11 so far.
11 from the first.
Okay.
And then the Malefic Talons will be at +2 attacks from the same circumstances as before. And this will just be 2s and 2s, rerolling 1s to hit. Four at no rend.
This will be 4 5-ups. I didn't make any damage?
2 apiece.
Okay, so that's the unit. So I got a bunch of stuff that's going to happen here. So they're each going to get to pile in and fight. I'm going to put 2 into your Iron Golems. I'm going to put 1 into your Khorne Demon Prince.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put 2 into these guys.
Okay.
This will be 10 attacks because of the +1 from the Bloodsecrator. These will be, this is going into your Iron Golems. This is going to be 4s and 3s.
Okay.
And 3s. Okay. So it'll be 4 at -1.
Okay. 4 5-ups with the Golems because we made a charge move this turn, so they don't benefit from their War Scroll +1 to save. 2 go through. 1 damage apiece.
The 11 going into 4s and 3s.
Where is this?
These are going into your Untamed Beast. This is going to be 4 at -1.
Go straight through.
1 damage each.
So 4?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the 1 going into your Khorne Demon Prince. 2. -1.
So Demon Prince reduces rend by 1 from his command trait that I gave him, so he'll stick on his 3-up.
Sure.
And then it's 1 damage, and I have a 5-up ward.
Sure.
Nope, 1 wound goes through.
So this guy he's gonna roll for each of these units that are within 1. On a 2 through 5, they'll do 1 mortal wound,
Yep.
and then
6 does D3.
Yep. This 1 mortal wound onto the Iron Golems.
Okay.
Into your Untamed Beasts. D3 for 2. So this first guy's dead. The next guy, into your Iron Golems. Just 1.
Okay.
And then into your Untamed Beasts. Another 1. The next guy will get to add 2 to his roll for the Untamed Beasts, and he won't get to roll for the Iron Golems. So this will be 2. That's D3 into the Untamed Beasts, and just 1. Okay. And then into your Khorne Demon Prince, just 1.
5 up ward on the Demon Prince.
Nope. And then these last 2 I'll just roll at the same time because I have to go into the Khorne Demon Prince. Both just 2 mortal wounds.
5 up ward. Nope, both go through. So my normal activation, I will pick my Chaos Knights to fight here.
Sure.
Okay, so these fellas will be +1 attack from my Bloodsecrator. Reroll 1s to hit, +1 to wound.
Sounds good.
All going into the Bloodthirster.
Yep.
And he's Finest Hour?
Yeah.
Okay. The Doom Knight will have 4, and the rest of the guys will have 3 for 16 attacks total. And this will be 4s, rerolling 1s. And 2s to wound. That'll be 9 at -2 into the Bloodthirster.
This will be 9 5-ups. He is
2 damage apiece. Okay. That's basically it for the combat phase if you want to talk it out. Because I think everything else is out.
Yeah,
at this rate.
fine.
I mean, I'm entitled to a pile in, but I don't want to get closer to you anyways. So with end of Slaves to Darkness combat phase, we did some good work with our...
I did get a blood type from the Wrathmonger. Sorry
You did.
to cut you off. Yeah.
You did. So we were able to sequence some activations. Admittedly, I got nervous when both my Untamed and Iron Golems started dropping like flies to Wrathmongers on death. It's a really good command ability.
Well, you gotta roll some battle shocks here.
I will.
Oh, okay.
The Iron Golem I can't save. I'm going to spend my last command point to Inspiring Presence the Untamed, because they're my Expert Conquerors. Ended up killing a Bloodthirster with the Knights. Ended up with the Skin of our Nose and a Inspiring Presence having my Expert Conquerors Untamed Beasts left on the objective, which is the Proving Ground. So all in all, a decent turn. The kickback is going to be pretty hard, but we did manage to get our battle tactic this turn for 2. So I scored 6 this turn.
I did actually score another blood type when you battle shocked off, so I'm at 5 now.
Sounds good.
I will do gaining momentum for my battle tactic. I'm gonna pick your gentleman right there. He's got 2 wounds left or 3?
2 wounds left.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick that guy.
Okay.
Oh, I find a Star Wars, so you get to do your heroic action.
I'm going to Finest Hour my Demon Prince as well.
Sure. At the start of hero phase, I'm going to spend 3 points to move my Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. Then I will pray. I need 4. I did get it. That will put my blood type to 6. And I will kill Nicholas. End of movement.
I'm going to spend my 1 command point to try and redeploy my Chaos Knights.
Sure. This feels like
1
such
inch.
a waste. I'm trying to defend my back objective because that's where I'm most concerned about Jake being able to potentially sneak a tricky game here. Then I moved my Bloodthirster into range for hopefully a 6-inch charge. I also moved my Bloodletters back into a position to try to gain this objective if I can kill Jake's Untamed Beast. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna roll first with my Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
He got a 12, so
Okay,
he's
so
6.
6 inch. What a guy.
I'm gonna try a charge with Scar. He got a 5. Is that good
2.5.
enough? Alright, so he's out. I'm gonna roll a charge for my bloodletters. They're gonna need a big charge, but I'm gonna try it anyway. He got an 11, so 5.5. So they're just gonna stay where they're at. Probably won't gain the center objective, but so be it. For my monstrous rampage, I am gonna roar at the knights. No. Okay. And then I am gonna spend my command point to double pile with the insensate rage. Okay. He is gonna put all his attacks, which is gonna be 6 attacks, into the knights.
Like
Alright, so this is gonna be 6 attacks, 4s, rerolling 1s, and 2s to him. Okay. 5 1s.
Oh my god.
Or 4 1s. Ugh, just 2 hits.
Okay.
2 wound. Oops. Oh. 1 wound. At negative.
6 up. Goes through.
D6. For 1.
Okay.
He will then attack again. And hopefully do a lot better this time.
That's
4s are your only ones. 4 and then 2s. 1 6 that will explode.
Okay.
And then 3 at negative 2.
good. Okay, so 3 6 ups on the knights. All 3 go through.
6, 9, 11 plus 4. So 15.
So the 4 mortals on the knights, they'll have a 5 up.
Sure.
Or to this, I need to make all of them for 1 to be alive with 1 wound. No. So all the knights are dead. And then with the pulsing 4 mortals, you will kill him, him, him.
I don't think I'm within 8, but I'll check it just in case.
Might be a touch out.
Yeah, he's just out.
Okay. And then 4 here, so ogre and 1.
Sure. So that's basically going to end my turn here. I will get a boatload. Can you? So I killed the
Stoker.
Stoker to 4 blood tithe,
Secrator.
to 5 blood tithe,
Aspiring Deathbringer.
to 6 blood tithe,
Knights.
to 7 blood tithe. So I needed to control more objectives there, and because I didn't make my charge into the Untamed Beast, Jake's going to have 1 more model on that objective than I will. So I'm only going to get 1 point because I control my home objective for the turn. And so it'll be 12 to 10 at the end of 3.
Here we go.
Oh.
Reroll.
Jesus.
Oh. We hold. Slaves to Darkness getting lucky with the priority rolls this evening, it seems.
Happens.
So I will continue to hold priority. See if we can keep the scoring up here. So battle tactic, we will barge through enemy lines. I'm going to try my Despoiler's heal first on the Demon Prince.
Sure.
I'll start at the combat, or hero phase, sorry. So on a 4 up, he'll heal D3. Nope. We're going to do Heroic Recovery on Demon Prince.
Sure.
We get it on a 6, so he'll heal D3 for 2. We will spend 1 of our command points to rally my unit of Untamed Beasts that are on the objective. So for rally on the Untamed Beasts, I'll just do the wolf on a 6 separately from the rest. We don't get him back, and then the rest of the guys, we don't get any of those back either. Demon Prince spends the last command point for Blood Slick Ground.
I'm going to try to get a command point from my Blood Scrater. I will. Oh, at the start of my hero phase, I am going to attempt to charge with Scar. I got a 10.
Justin had a really good play to tie up my Demon Prince this turn, so I couldn't go for his home base objective, which basically means Justin will have something of a scoring kickback in his turn. The best we can do this turn, we'll probably get our battle tactic with the Furies and the Untamed Beasts, with barge through enemy lines, and then we'll see if we'll hold this turn with the golems. We move them a little bit just to try and keep Justin within Blood Slick range, but he may or may not be able to maneuver outside of that depending what he does in his turn. So this turn the best we could hold for is probably hold 1, hold 2, and battle tactic. Combat phase. Demon Prince fights at the start of the combat phase, so I'll just go with him first.
Sure.
And he'll put all of his attacks into Scar. So the Hellforged Sword, we did not charge this turn, so we will be 4s rerolling 1s. 6s are mortal wounds instead. 3 hits and 2s to wound. That'll be 2 at -1.
These will be 2 5-ups. Damage.
D3 for 1. Prolific Talents, 3 attacks. Okay, so this will be 3s rerolling 1s. Ouch. And 2s. 1 at no rend.
This will be 1 4.
No, 2 damage.
I'll get a blood tide and go to 5.
That is my only combat and activation this turn. So, like we said at the end of movement, we will score 1, score 2. We did barge through enemy lines with the Furies and the Untamed Beasts. The center is worth 2 points, so we'll have 5.
Sounds good.
So I will go up to 17 points through 4 turns.
I am going to hold a terrain piece in your territory. I'll choose that one. Desecrate your line.
Okay.
I am going to try to get a command point from my Blood Secretor.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to immediately spend that to try to rally the Bloodletters that are on that objective. I will not rally any.
Okay. And I will try and get a command point myself with the Demon Prince. I don't.
In my hero phase, I will attempt Blood Sacrifice. 4. No, reroll. Yes, I will do 1 more round here. Or D3 actually, sorry. For 2. So here. Into movement. I'm trying to capture all 3 objectives here, secure my back objective, and take Jake's objective while getting barged through enemy lines. Or, I'm sorry, desecrate the land with my Blood Secretor. And then I did summon 10 Bloodletters onto the back to replace the 8 that I had to run to capture the center objective. Into charge phase. He'll get in on 11.
I am going to spend my last command point for double pile, just in case he's been known to flub. These are going to be 6 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1. And 2's the wound. 1, 6, and then 2 hits. So -2.
6 up.
Both go through. D6 plus 4, 2d6 plus 4. So it'll be 5, 9 total.
Okay. Yep. So you'll kill the golem unit.
Will give me 3 blood tide. And effectively end my turn. I am going to score all the objectives. I'm going to get an additional point for the center one and complete my battle tactics. So that'll be 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total points around. And Jake and I will have a roll off for priority going into round 5. I am going to take the double here.
The slaves tried to control priority the
great
whole
game.
game. But I'm going to call it here. Great game, Justin. I tried holding on as long as I could. If I would have held priority, I would have had a chance to score the back objective, maybe, because I have my Expert Conquerors unit with some Furies, and I maybe could have slung the Demon Prince in there somehow. That wasn't a guarantee anyways, but that would have been my only shot. But in that, he's going to score another 7 points, I think, this turn.
Yeah.
You have an easy battle tactic with Barge,
Yep.
with Bloodthirster and Bloodsecrator.
And I would probably just summon some more bloodletters
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
back and get even more.
So yeah, no, it was a good game. Kind of swung back and forth. It was really bloody, like we anticipated it was going to be.
I definitely think both lists have play. I mean, I think Bloodslick is still good. It makes your movement very difficult, even though my army's actually set up to play fairly well with the 6-inch pile.
Conversely, I don't think it actually. I think it only stopped one charge.
Yeah.
The whole game, which has kind of been my experience with it. So it's kind of maybe I'm not using it particularly well. It's kind of a interesting ability. I know it's perceived as broken, but I feel like every time it comes up for me, it's 3-inch charges to 6-inch charges, and it's still better than 70% you hit that anyways. So
Yeah, I was really happy with Khorne. I thought that it's got a bunch of tricks. I never felt like, Jake did a good job of like targeting high priority pieces. Getting the Unfettered Fury and taking that off was good. And then when I did go in with my Insensate Rage, you quickly took them off on the backswing. I had one really good turn swinging on the double with my second Insensate that really wiped
killed
out
3 heroes in the Knights.
Yeah.
It was... man, I wish I would have rolled more than a 1 on that redeploy with the Knights, because it would have gave me another threat to have at least on turn 4. And, it just preserves my ability to stay in the game for an extra turn.
If you can't tie up the Knights, they're just so insanely
They're
scary.
explosive. They do good burst damage. I'm such a stan over them. I can't... I know everyone thinks they're trash and Blood Knights are just the better version of what Chaos Knights are, but I still enjoy using them.
But they're really cheap for what they are, right? Like, what are we talking about for 5?
170.
170 for 15 wounds, which is efficient. They move
10.
far, and they hit like tanks on the charge. Now, granted,
It takes a lot of synergy to get that to...
yeah,
They're not doing that if we're not in Khorne, if we don't have Bloodsecrator, if, we're not in our aura, if we're not X, Y, Z. So you're not paying the upfront costs for them. You're kind of taking the supporting units and you're like dividing their points cost into the Knights to get them to hit.
True.
So they probably end up costing over 200 per 5 if you start
Sure.
netting the synergy into
But
their...
none of the heroes you bring are bad. Like, they all have their purpose.
And I thought they all did fine this game. I mean, no, as good as Bloodslick was, it was inevitable that a Boomverster was going to come in and blow up my camp at some point.
Yeah.
And he had one big turn where he took out, 3 heroes and a whole unit of knights in one activation. So.
And seriously, the new Blood Tide rules for Khorne have made them extremely good.
So good.
I mean, the fact that they don't all go away anymore, and you just have the movement. Everybody always says this. It's unfortunately true. Being able to move in both people's hero phases is just crazy good for 3 points, and it just allows you to get out of bad positioning situations. Allows you to protect your important pieces. Like I said, it just bails you out a lot and it sets you up, puts you in good position for what you want to do on your turn. So I was extremely happy with that. The big thing, the glamour thing is to fight twice or to, summon a Bloodthirster. But really, it's just like every time I used the move, it felt really good, or the charge, or anything for those 3 points. And I didn't get to utilize the 2 to unbind, but I'm sure that feels real good too.
I mean, your list is only better if
Yeah.
you're playing against Magic, or playing against the Magic-based army. Mine just happens to not have any this time.
Scar finally died. I meant for him to die
He has a
every
great
turn.
command ability. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had that.
No, it's like he's in the army to farm Blood Tide and be a thorn in your side after he dies and comes back. But if you're in that situation where your guys are about to get killed, all of a sudden he's really good from that respect. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. I had no idea how Khorne would play into shooting. That still seems like the bane of their existence, but Blood Tide does help that as well. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to see Seraphon, that's for sure. And but otherwise, it's super fun. It's kind of, I don't know. It seems like Warhammer to me. Both these armies did. So, all right, great. Everybody, thanks again for watching. I'm sure you enjoyed Jake and I both being back after a long hiatus. Please, if you can, subscribe, comment, like. It really helps our videos. We appreciate you guys sticking out all this way. And we're going to keep trying to come back every week, improve the channel, bring new armies on, and keep you guys entertained.